Hello, beautiful Libra. How are you? I hope you are doing fantastic. This is your mid-July 2024 tarot reading, and I am Elena Valdez, and I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so we're going to get started here. I have already pre-shuffled all of your cards, and I have made sure that they are all upright. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm going to go ahead and find 5 cards to reverse. And if you are meant to get them, you will. All right, so let's see. For Libra, reversals for Libra. Okay, 1. It's one of these, but which is it? Oh, there we go. And one more. Here we go. Beautiful. All right, we've got your reversals, Libra. So let's flip them. I hope you're doing fantastic, Libra. This year is just flying by. It's going so fast. It's truly unbelievable. When I think about what I was doing December of 2023 to now be here at this time, July, mid-year, is pretty incredible. All right, well. All right, so these cards are ready to go, and now we're going to pull your self-care card for the remainder of the month. And remember, I've already pre-shuffled these beforehand. So your self-care card, Libra, is guidance. Beautiful. And by the way, if you're interested, this is from the Awakened Soul Oracle deck. And look how beautiful this is. So this imagery here, she's got some tarot cards out on the table. So this tells me a couple of things, Libra, that some of you have taken interest in some esoteric work, but it's not limited to that. This can also be some kind of coaching that either you are interested in learning and you're taking on and you're doing as a service. So whether you are a tarot reader yourself or an astrologer or some kind of healer, coach, therapist, this is a good omen here, or confirmation that yes, this is something that is meant for you to either learn or do. And maybe that some of you are quite literally learning how to read tarot cards, or you yourselves are readers here. This is a beautiful, it tells me that you are in the space of inner reflection, growth, and helping others and guiding others here the remainder of this month. All right, so let's get the reading started here and find out what is the energy going to be like here towards the end of July. We've got the Magician, the Queen of Swords, that's you in control, and the Four of Pentacles. Beautiful. This right out of the gate, Libra, tells me that you have taken something significant in your own hands. This feels very determined energy to me, Libra. With the Magician next to the Queen of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, it feels as if you've really put your life, a certain area of your life, I should say, on a halt. And not a halt like hanged man kind of halt. This is more of, this feels purposeful. And it doesn't feel emotional. It feels as though a decision has been made. You have taken some consideration into your own hands. You've made a firm, stern decision about something in your life, and you're focusing. But this focusing also has you a bit detached to other things outside of this decision. In other words, whatever it is you decided, because remember, these readings here that I do are not specific to love or career, they're general. So whatever is going to come out is going to come out, right? Here, what I'm feeling is that this is more about a purpose read. And the purpose is going to be different for all of you, right? So some of you, this is about making a decision in your career, taking matters into your own hands and creating something that is unique to you and making that happen. For others of you, this can be some kind of direction that you're taking in your home life with your family. For others of you, this can be quite literally about your finances, a decision that you've made about your finances, okay? But because there's this attachment or this focus, there's this intense focus with the Four of Pentacles, in whatever this decision is for you, Libra, there's an intense focus. And so focused that you're holding on to whatever that decision was that you made about that direction that you're taking. You're holding on to that stubbornly. And I don't say stubbornly in a negative way. I just say it as a matter of fact, like you're holding on to it tightly. You've attached to this new way of doing whatever it is you're doing in this realm, right? Now, for some of you, this can be that you've decided to save differently. Potentially with the Queen of Swords here, you have opened yourself up to communicate with somebody who has the expertise and the knowledge, because remember, swords is knowledge, right? So you have part your own free will, your own understanding with the Magician, and then part potentially with someone else here being the expert with the Queen of Swords. However, the Queen of Swords may also represent Libra, right? But in any case, whatever it symbolizes for you, something that you've made a decision, something that you're focusing on here, late July, potentially going into August, whatever it is that you're focused on, there's no room here with this Four of Pentacles to really open up to anything else, right? For some of you with the Queen of Swords, this can quite literally be a course of study, especially paired next to the Magician, considering the Magician is associated with the planet Mercury. And Mercury is all about learning, communication, studying. It can be online environment with these two paired. And this here can symbolize that it's the purpose of that is to bring in more income into your space. And so that's your focus, okay? Okay, so let's open up and see what action. This feels very serious, Libra. It feels, the focus that I'm picking up from this energy, Libra, feels, I don't want to say isolating, because it doesn't necessarily feel that, but maybe more exclusive is the word I want to use. And it almost feels too as if you're not really disclosing to others this new thing that you are learning here with the Four of Pentacles. Like you're keeping something to yourself. You are potentially exploring something new here with the Magician. You are potentially playing with potentially a new method. And again, this can be in the workspace. This can be in your business. This can be with your family, how you do things with your family. It may, for very, very few of you, be about relationship and learning and mastering, taking a class or a course on how to communicate in a relationship, but you're sort of keeping that to yourself. Whatever this is, Libra, it's got you holding on to it in a very possessive way, in a very, I don't want to say fearful, but almost as if something about you potentially disclosing it may take away some of the power from it, if that makes any sense. Okay. So with that said, let's move into what action you need to take here. Potential actions may be important for you to take here. Let me do that again. Potential actions that Libra may need to take here. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. Okay, so a couple of things happening here, Libra. This may be a few things actually here. This scenario here, this thing that you're focusing on, may have been driven by a realization that there is a financial, either a financial decrease or a financial need, or maybe something unexpectedly popped up that we were not expecting to spend on, or the realization that you want more, plain and simple. But this also tells me that you've been focusing heavily, potentially here, on the negative, right? So remember, we asked, what actions does Libra need to take? So if we want to get out of this pessimistic way of thinking about whatever the situation is, right? Because we want to go into something, we want to focus into something from a positive vibration, right? In order to really gather all the benefits from it, we want to walk into it with more of a positive lens. And so if you're being asked for action to move away from the Five of Pentacles into the Three of Pentacles, there's a reason for that. And what that tells me is that there's something here that can potentially be agreed upon. This is about agreeing. The Three of Pentacles is about coming to an agreement with someone, negotiating with either a person or a group of people about a particular situation where it's fair and reciprocal, right? Because what's happening here, whatever drove you, Libra, potentially into this space of, I have to focus, and maybe even made you feel like you have to be a bit of a, maybe hoard something, hoard your energy, hoard your money, or like really tightly hold on to your energy because you don't want someone else or something else to take it, or your knowledge, like you don't want someone else to take it. But part of the reason that's popping up is because there's this feeling of, is it enough? Is it enough for me, right? Or for what I'm trying to accomplish and what my goals are. And again, this is going to play out differently for all of you. For some of you, this is family. For some of you, this is career, business, relationship. It's going to be different. So the action that needs to be taken is to strive to move away from the pessimistic energy that may be attached to this focus, and instead finding the people who want to support you, that want to help you, that want to work with you, that want to spill into this new knowledge or this new direction or this new focus. Really find your people that are willing to give to that. And also, instead of focusing on what didn't work in the past, or what maybe hasn't been working as well as you thought it was going to be working, focusing on, okay, well, that didn't go well. However, there are always other things we can focus on, right? And that's what the Five of Cups is a reminder of that. It's a reminder of focusing on the things that can go well or that have gone well. And so in terms of the action, there's a necessity, Libra, to bring that energy into this potential group of people or person that can be very, very instrumental in this focus that you have going on. But there's also a call here, Libra, to focus on their strengths as well. You may be focusing on the flaws of your companions here, or maybe a lack of trust with these two cards, of the people that can potentially be involved with this focus. And I keep calling it a focus and direction because it's going to be something different for all of you, okay? But the bottom line is this, Libra. You have something that's very intense here that you're focusing on, and that you know it's something that needs to happen, right? Which is why you're so intent on holding on to that thing, whatever this focus is. And there are people that can be supportive, that can be instrumental, that can be a part of this. But there is a call to focus more on their strengths than their weaknesses, and vice versa, right? But there is a need to become clear about the terms of something that's being talked about or focused on here, okay? All right, so with that said, let's move into the advice. This is the action that needs to be taken, and now we're moving into the advice for mid-July. The King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. A couple of things I am immediately just felt as soon as I flipped the Ace of Pentacles. Remember, we flipped 5 cards to reverse, right? This is one of them. King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the advice, beautiful Libra here, is to focus on the higher octave, the higher level of your work, what you bring to the table to others, the mastership that you bring to others, the teachings that you bring to others, the guidance that you bring to others, allowing that to be what brings you grounding, both in an emotional, physical, but also tangible monetary way. And there is absolutely a call here, Libra, with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, it's time to ask for a raise. For others of you, you need to increase the prices of your services and your products. And this is also about not settling for less than what you're worth, okay? And with the King of Pentacles being the first card that came out in your advice sector here, that is a call to embody this energy, No more accepting little money or energy, or spending your energy or giving your energy to situations and things that are going to water you down here. There's also a call here to really own your mastery, Libra. That's what I'm picking up the most from this advice column here, that there's a need to really own your knowledge, own your mastery. Here's the thing though, in this section, the energy, yes, you're doing that already, but there's something about it that's being held on to in a way that can potentially become unhealthy, especially being that the 5 of Pentacles is following this section here, right? Because it does, the 5 of Pentacles does follow the 4 of Pentacles. So that's an indicator of being very careful, Libra, that you're not holding on too much out of insecurity, ego, fear, because that's actually going to set you back a bit in terms of the tangibilities that you are able to potentially earn. But this is more about tangibilities. This is more about the earnings. This is also about how you feel in your skin, about how you're showing up in your domain, whatever that may be for you. A lot of you are teachers, coaches, leaders in something of guidance. But it's time to stop accepting small energy, small tangibilities. I'm really getting that it's time to increase your rates, beautiful, in whatever area that is. That can also translate to just increase your expectations and what you request from others in terms of how they treat you and how they show up for you as well, right? Because we're all here with different backgrounds. Some of us here have businesses, some of us work 9 to 5, some of us have family, some of us are homekeepers, some of us are retired. There's so many, some of us are students, right? There's so many of you here from different backgrounds. So it's going to be a little different. So if it's not about earning a higher income or earning or asking for what you deserve, Libra, then it's about the energy you're getting back from people, either from someone or a group of people. For some of you, it can potentially be children that you're guiding, right? Okay. All right, so for now, I'm going to leave it there. And if you haven't already checked out the regular July monthly reading, Libra, I will go ahead and tag it up here somewhere. And I hope this was helpful for you. And I look forward to reading for you again next month. Bye.